unstoppable kick-ass confidence. Are you ready?
Welcome to the Raw and Unscripted show with Christopher Rausch, where we help you overcome your self-created crap without the self-help fluffy bullshit. Now please welcome our host, Christopher Rausch.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Badass rock and roll. That's right. Hello, good evening. Welcome to the Raw and Unscripted show with yours truly, Christopher Rausch, the place where I help you overcome your self-created crap without the self-help fluffy bullshit. What's happening, ladies and gentlemen? It's Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You know your place. We're here every single week, rocking Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Time for you to get home, see your family, and have a couple of cocktails, enjoying yours truly here for some motivation, inspiration, and some kick-ass edumacation, baby. I started off the show with a little fire, a little brimstone, because I'm a little pissed off lately. I'm bringing some fire to the show. So what's up, Darlene? Good to see you, Darlene. Thank you so much for being here. Darlene says, howdy. So good to see you. So proud of you, Darlene, seeing the things that you're doing and the things that the risks you're taking and the zones you're stepping into. Massive, massive love and appreciation to you and respect to you too, because you're a misfit for life. So that's what this is all about. This is about getting out of our own way. And essentially, that's what this show is going to be about tonight, is it's going to be about finding your inner warrior. I think that's what I titled this thing. Let me just see what I titled. Do you guys remember what I titled it? I actually just want to go back and listen to that song, because that song is just like massive. It's a band called Anvil, badass rock and roll. So what did I title tonight's thing? I titled it Unleash Your Inner Warrior. Ladies and gentlemen, do you have an inner warrior that you don't know? Do you not know your inner warrior? What the fuck is up with that? And I'm just going to tell you straight out, there's going to be some language in this show. There's going to be some language. So if you have kids around, put earmuffs on them or tell them that words really don't have much meaning unless you give them meaning. Teresa's in the house. She says, what's up? She goes, hey there. Love it when you're fired up. I am fired up. Yes. I'm fired up at myself. I'm fired up at everybody else. I'm just kind of fired up. So I figured I was supposed to have a guest tonight, and they something happened with their last minute situation. So I was like, well, I'll just do a solo show, because I haven't done a solo show in a while. And sometimes it's kind of fun just to talk and see what falls out of Christopher's mouth. But so tonight I talked about unleashing your inner warrior. And we all have an inner warrior. We all have an inner gladiator. We all have an inner badass. That's one of the reasons why I chose the name Kickass, because it was like, it's electrifying. It's energy. It's like, are you Kickass? Yes, I am. What does kick-ass mean? It means I take action. It means I have energy in my soul. It means I want to do shit with my life. That's what kick-ass means. So I put down here, I never really do this, but so tonight we're going to discover some of the ways we're holding ourselves back from our greatness. We're going to learn strategies for changing your beliefs and therefore your results. Become an immediate advocate of living your best life. Look at these. So here's some questions I put in here in case you boys and girls didn't do your homework. Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? Yes. Are you starting to feel like you're going to lose hope? Yes. Are you sometimes feeling overwhelmed and even where to start? Yes. We all get there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Ooh, darlings, give me some fire. Give me some lightning bolts. Yes. And Robert's in the house. Good evening, Robert. So grateful to have you here. He says, I know my inner warrior, fueled by unfairness. Oh, so he's got some leverage in there. Sometimes we do need leverage, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. So yeah, what has got me all fired up is I'm hearing a lot, and I'm seeing a lot of us who are not pushing ourselves to our best. We are playing it safe. We're playing it in our comfort zone. And, I just want to come to you guys tonight because I'm also talking to myself. I mean, I'm a pretty strict person. I'm a pretty disciplined person. But one thing I've been noticing lately is with all of us is how far do we push our discipline? How far do we push ourselves? When do we really realize what our best is? And I'm seeing people that are giving up on themselves, and they're using this language that's so defeating. It just blows my mind. Like, oh my God, it's so hard. And, oh, it's going to take forever to do it. And I just don't know if I have the guts, and I just don't know if I can, what the fuck are you trying to talk yourself out of it? It's so amazing. The language we use, guys, I tell you this all the time. The language we use has impacts in the world around us. It has impacts on our subconscious mind. If you're telling yourself so many negative things, what do you think your self-confidence is going to be like? What do you think your initiative is going to be like? It's going to be shit, because you keep talking to yourself like shit. You got to stop talking to yourself like shit. I mean, you guys have heard me talk about it. I don't have a rubber band right now, but put a rubber band on yourself and snap it every time you talk negative about yourself. Because you would not let your best friend talk that way about themselves. You would not let your mom or your dad or whoever you love the most in your life talk about themselves that way. It all starts with ourselves. It all starts with that self-love. Darlene says here, she goes, I feel like I am here by myself on this live. Are you here by yourself? I'll make sure you said that. You're not here by yourself, Darlene. I'm here. Robert's here. We got people here. Come on, don't let Darlene feel like she's by herself. Monica's in the house. She says, what's up? She goes, our words are powerful. Yes, Monica, thank you so much for chiming in. I appreciate you guys. This is a conversation between you and I. We have the opportunity with technology right now to put your questions in there, put your comments in there. Ask me questions. If you're going through something, ask me. I would love the opportunity to answer your questions tonight because I'm sick and tired of seeing people sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of people sitting there going, oh, well, this and that and all these stupid excuses. I'm the no excuses coach. So let's just talk about those right now. Let's just get right into it. Chris, I don't have enough time. Oh, really? Talk to me about your schedule. Talk to me about your schedule. You don't have enough time. And I'm just going to say this outright. If it feels like I'm talking to you, then receive it, right? If it feels like I'm talking to you, receive it. I don't know who's here. I don't know who's listening to this live or on the replay, but if it's speaking to you, receive it and do something about it. So when I think about it, I don't have enough time. There are 24 hours in a day. How do you spend those 24 hours? If 24 hours was $24,000, and if you spent every minute of it wisely, every dollar of it wisely, you got to keep everything that you got. Would you spend those $24,000 to the nth degree? Yes. You get 24 hours in a day. We are gifted every single fucking day that we get 24 hours to live and breathe on this earth. And what do most people do with it? They piss it away. They piss it away. I don't feel like it today. I don't have enough time to do it. I got to do this other important shit so I don't have to do the stuff that's really important to it because I don't feel like it. It's going to take forever. It's going to hurt. I don't want to do it. I was talking to somebody the other day. A situation that they're in got them there. It took 15 years to get to the situation they were in. I'm like, well, I'm thinking about doing this and I'm thinking about doing this and I'm thinking about doing this. I'm like, okay, it's going to take you probably 10 years, 5 years, depending on how much you want to dedicate yourself to reverse the situation that you have put yourself into. So why not just make the commitment and the agreement with yourself and promise yourself to reverse the shit that you already done to yourself instead of looking for a quick fix to fix your fucking problem because you don't want to take the hard route. You don't want to spend the time. Well, I have all these other things I want to focus on. Well, you should have been focusing on your health. And you should have been focusing on the financial situations. You should have been focusing on your relationships 15 years ago instead of right now trying to find the quick fix because you want to go out and play and want to do all these other things, right? Does this resonate? Does this resonate? What's up? What's up? Robert says it's good to see you here. Teresa says we become the conversations that we have with ourselves. 100%, Teresa. I love that you say that. It's so fucking true. Yeah, it's crazy. Robert says also, so true, Monica, the words that we choose to give our voice and our thoughts on can build an empire. Absolutely. Jacqueline says right here, she says, I tell myself my track record is getting through things 100%. So I stand and I deal. Yes, you stand and face the situations that you put yourself in, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. You don't go, who's going to help me now? What can I order on Amazon that's going to fix this for me? What can I Google that's going to give me the immediate overnight sensation success that I want over the 15 years that I've just perjured myself and just punished myself over and over again. There's a reason why this shit happens because it's to teach you a lesson because the God, universe, everybody's been saying, hey, you need to deal with this. 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 And then life goes, bam. Hey, you guess what? You get to deal with it now because it's almost too late. The power of leverage, ladies and gentlemen. So when you think you don't have enough time, I don't have enough time. I don't have time to prepare my meals. You don't understand. I have this and I have that. Okay, great. You don't have time to prepare your meals. You don't have time to exercise. You don't have time to take your vitamins. You don't have time to drink your water. You don't have time to get good sleep. Let me just paint a picture for you. Fast forward 10 years, 15 years, 5 years, whatever it is for you on your journey. Are you going to have time to go to all the doctor's visits? Are you going to have time to go get all the blood tests? Are you going to have time to go to the pharmacy and get your medications? Are you going to have time to do other things because you're now in pain and you're taking so many medications that you're fucked up because of all the side effects? Are you going to have time when you're sitting there whining about all the shit you could have done naturally to fix yourself? Are you going to whine? Are you going to say, oh, I don't have time now to enjoy my family because now I'm going to 17 doctor's visits because I didn't take care of myself? Or maybe I should have invested in a relationship coach. Or maybe I should have changed careers because I was so miserable that I chased everybody out of my life. I'm using all sorts of examples that I've heard over the last couple of weeks because it's almost pathetic. It's almost pathetic how we sit there and we lie to ourselves expecting that something magical is going to happen. You guys hear me all the time. Hope, wish, and pray. Someday. God, Jesus, life is so precious. So precious. I think about kids when I really want to have a perspective shift. I think about, did I get outside today? Did I play? Did I have fun? Did I smile? Did I laugh? And then I think about kids at, St. John's or St. Jude's hospital, the commercial we all see about the kids in the cancer ward. And I think, man, wouldn't they want to go outside and play today? Wouldn't they want to go out and have fun? I get chills, fucking chills. Wouldn't they? Wouldn't they love to go outside and run and play? And yet we take it for granted. We take it for granted. Oh yeah, next year. Guess what? Life does not get easier. No, it fucking doesn't. It doesn't. Whoever told you it gets easier, they fool you full of shit. Your body starts to break down a little bit. You start getting more aches and pains. That's when you have to stand up and say, you know what? I'm not going to sit there and slowly die. So where I'm sitting in my chair going, yeah, that was a good life. Yep. No, like Jacqueline said, you stand up. You stand up. You stand up for yourself. You love yourself. You give yourself a commitment and a promise that you're going to take care of yourself and you're going to honor yourself. You're going to get out of situations that make you unhappy. I talk to people all the time. Does that situation make you happy or unhappy? Yeah, it doesn't make me very happy. They don't even answer the question because they're trying to lie to themselves. I'm like, you're unhappy. Yes or no? Yes, I am. Then what are you going to do to switch it? I've been thinking about it. It's a good question. Yeah. And then I check in with them 6 months. How's everything going? Yeah, it's still the same. I'm just kind of hanging with it. It's okay. I'm getting through. I'm trying to do my best. Okay, cool. You know what that ends up? Regrets. Regrets suck. I've seen it happen so many times over and over and over again because what? We didn't have one simple word in our life, discipline. Discipline. When I mention the word discipline, what is your immediate gut reaction when I say discipline? Most people, they butt pucker and they go, discipline. What am I going to do? Am I going to get in trouble? Discipline is not a bad word, ladies and gentlemen. Discipline. When I think about discipline, I think about my buddy David Goggins. If you guys don't know who David Goggins is, go Google him. David Goggins, Goggins. He wrote a book, You Can't Kill Me. It's an amazing journey. I study David Goggins extensively just to understand where's your best. How do you have that discipline to do the things that you do not want to do? I made a quote the other day that says you have to do things that are uncommon and painful to become unforgettable. To have an unforgettable life. You have the power. Each one of us has the power in any individual moment to go, okay, this could be a fifth of vodka. And I can sit there and go, it's just tonight. It's no big deal. But if I ask myself the question, is this getting me further from or closer to my stated goals, my legacy, the things that I want the most out of life? I don't know what I want out of life. Do you want to wind up in a hospital having your leg amputated because you have diabetes? Do you want to end up alone because you haven't invested in your relationship? Do you want to end up poor and broke because you keep getting fired from all your jobs? And the list goes on and on and on and on. Right? Oh, no, it's not. It's not getting me closer, Chris. Okay, what are you going to do? Well, one day I'm gonna, one day, probably maybe at the end of summer, that's just, it's just a little bit. It's not a big deal. So, it's not a big deal. You know how many people I've talked to over the years who I've actually seen age faster than me because they could not stop doing something, right? Why are we punishing ourselves? Why do we punish ourselves? Ask yourself a question. Do I love myself? Yes or no? Do I love myself? Yes or no? I could not answer that question yes for a long time, but now I love myself. And when you start to love yourself, you start to call yourself out on your bullshit, on your excuses. That's why I'm the no excuses coach. And so I have story after story how I can tell you I don't give myself excuses, but every once in a while I actually do. And so the other day I was sitting there thinking about discipline, and you guys know me that I have done 75 hard before. If you guys are not familiar with 75 hard, a lot of people know about it. 75 hard is a mindset program. I call it a combination mindset body training workout. But essentially what it is it's 2 workouts a day for 45 minutes each. One of them has to be outside. The other part is eating healthy, no booze, no sugar, healthy meals, no cheat meals whatsoever. 10 pages in a personal development book each day. You have to read 10 pages of a personal development book, and you have to take a daily progress picture. Now, when you put, and a gallon of water every day. Did you guys know that we're 85%, somewhere around 85% water? And if you don't drink water every day and you get dehydrated, you feel like shit. And when you feel like shit, you make shitty decisions. Did you know that? So boys and girls, drink your water. If you're not drinking your water, please drink half your body weight in ounces of water, and you will start to feel better. You'll start getting better sleep, and your skin will feel better, and you'll feel more awake and more alive. And if you do some breathing exercises, you get more oxygen in your system, and you'll have more energy to do things, more clarity to do things. It is simple, but it all starts with your opinion of yourself and how you treat yourself, because how you treat yourself is most likely how people are going to treat you. If you're not loving on yourself and pouring into yourself and you're trying to do it from an empty bucket to everybody else, guess what? People can see it because it almost looks like desperation. It almost looks like desperation. I've seen people do it. I see people do it. So start with that self-love. Start with that self-care. Start with that self-respect. There's 24 hours in a day. Do you think you deserve at least one of those? 1 hour a day. Get 20 minutes of exercise. Get 20 minutes of personal development. Get 20 minutes of meditation or whatever it is. Give yourself 1 hour every single day. Make a promise to yourself to implement what I call the 1% rule. 1%. Give yourself 1% every day. Maybe I'm going to read another page today. Maybe I'm going to go a little bit extra heavy on the treadmill. Maybe I'm going to reach out to people that I'm uncomfortable talking to, and I'm going to have a conversation with them so I can understand what the fuck they mean. So I don't sit there and make accusations and assumptions and wind up bitter and fucking angry. I know people like that too. I'm like, oh, these people and those people and those people and these people. I'm like, oh, what are you doing? Why are you focusing on those people? You're not even focusing on yourself. Do you love yourself? Yes or no? Well, kind of. Well, shouldn't you be focusing on yourself instead of all those other people? Come on, guys. Life is simple. Quit complicating it. It's ridiculous how much I see of this. And it just totally annoys me and really irritates me to the point where I actually thought about, and I'm actually seriously thinking about doing this, is doing 75 hard again. I did it in 2019. I did that whole program. I didn't cheat once. It taught me so much about self-discipline. It taught me that including myself, I wanted to give myself so many different excuses. I actually was going to show this tonight. You guys can see it on my YouTube channel. I did videos when I was doing 75 hard. And there was one video I did, it's like 12 o'clock in the morning. And I was actually going to play it for you, but you can see it. Where it was like, literally, it's like 11 o'clock at night and I'm out walking because my other workout was a 45-minute workout and it had to be outside. So at 11 o'clock at night, when I was bone ass tired, I went out and did my 45-minute walk. And I tell you what, I didn't want to. I wanted to cheat in a certain sense. I'm like, nobody would ever know. But when I did it and I put my shoes and socks back on and I went back outside and I did that 45-minute walk, do you know how great I felt? How great I felt, because I call myself on my weakness. I call myself on my bullshit. I'm like, it's just a fucking walk, Chris. It's 45 minutes. It's not like you're going to get any more powerful sleep, but maybe outside you're going to get some fresh air and maybe you're going to look at an idea a little bit differently. That's the thing, is we have to push ourselves. That's what discipline is about. If you want results, if you want maximum opportunities to have a kick-ass life, you need to start disciplining yourself. You need to start pushing yourself more. You need to get people up your ass to say, hey, listen, do you really want to end up like this? Do you really? It's so amazing how many of us have best friends, but how many of our best friends really tell us the truth? How many of our best friends really say, are you going to keep fucking doing that? Do you realize you're going to wind up dead? Do you realize you're going to wind up lonely? You're going to wind up whatever it might be. Insert the ultimate outcome here. So what is it going to take for you? Where do you start? Obviously, I'm talking about the self-love as a component of it, but why not challenge yourself to things that you don't want to do, you don't feel like doing? You've heard me talk about Mel Robbins, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, just do it. I've done it a couple of days this week. I didn't really feel like getting up and getting on my exercise cycle, but I know that once my ass is on the seat and I start pedaling, it's fine. It's fine. It literally is. I'm like, but getting to that point, getting on the seat is like, yeah, maybe I'll do this later. Shut up and get the fuck on the bike. Just get on the bike. And that's what you need to tell yourself. Just shut the fuck up and get on the bike. Shut the fuck up and go for a walk. Shut the fuck up, put your clothes on. Shut the fuck up and just go do the things that you keep delaying doing in order to have that short-term gratification, to ignore the problems that you need to address. They're not going to go away. The geographic cures don't work. If you have deep-rooted issues and deep-rooted anger or deep-rooted issues with self-love, guess what? They're going to follow you around. That's why Scott and I don't know if Scott's on here. That's why Scott and I do this amazing group coaching program for 12 weeks. It's based on the love and the fear model that he's designed about how to embrace love and to let go of fear. Because in any particular moment, you cannot operate out of both zones. You cannot operate out of love and be fearful. You can't. So if you're operating out of fear, oh, well, what if I fail? Or what if this doesn't happen? Or what if I don't get the results I want? Or what if this? Or maybe they're going to come out with a brand new pill or whatever. Stop doing that to yourself. Please, it hurts me to see you guys doing this to yourself. It hurts me to my core. And I'm not asking you guys to be David Goggins. I'm not going to be fucking David Goggins. But at the same time, I don't really want to do 75 hard, especially in the middle of the summer. I like my drinks in summertime and going to the beach and hanging out and partying, especially with COVID lifting. But I'm actually seriously considering doing it June 1st. I'm actually seriously considering it because I want to push all of you guys to do it. If I'm going to do it June 1st, I want to create a small group and we'll all jump in there together. We'll go 75 days. We'll push each other. That's what I'm thinking. Because seriously, there's 17 reasons in my mind that I don't need to do it. I seriously don't need to do it. I have the passion and the conviction to do it, but that's all the more reason to do it. Because there's those reasons in my head, like, well, I've done this and I've done this. And no, fuck, Chris, it's 75 days. It's a big deal. It's in the middle of summer. in the middle of August, you'll be able to do what you want. And you can look back on 75 days and say, hey, listen, I chose to love myself and take care of myself, because when I did it before, it's amazing how much better I got calling myself on my bullshit excuses and how I was doing my best. I started saying, you know, Chris, really, if you were doing some sort of program and you made a promise to do that, you would go do that. So you start calling on yourself, and guess what you do? You start feeling this release. You start feeling this energy and this excitement that you can handle any situation that comes your way. You're not going to retreat. You're not going to go to your short-term gratifications. You're not going to go to drink or to sex or to shopping or to sports or to whatever it is that you're doing to ignore the life that you don't like. Let me say that again. Whatever you're doing to ignore the life that you don't like. We have to go look in the accountability mirror. We have to go look in our eyes and say, listen, if I'm not happy, it's okay. Sometimes things happen for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. A reason, a season, or a lifetime. And sometimes we want to hang on to things so badly, when sometimes the best thing we can do is let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let go of the what ifs. Let go of the potential judgments and the opinions and the negativity and the tough challenges you're going to face. Instead, why not greet them with excitement? Say, you know what? Bring it. Bring it. I had somebody reach out to me the other day off of Clubhouse, and she said she felt compelled to connect with me, and she wanted to tell me that there was she did some sort of reading on me, and she says, I just want to tell you, in 4 months, you're going to be going through some stuff, and I have a feeling of what it is. So when you go through that, I'm here to help you with that. And I said, can you tell me more? You know? And she said, well, it's something related to your mom. It's something you haven't processed yet. And I just see that in your aura or whatever it might be. And trust me, 5-10 years ago, I would have told her to go blow dust. I'm like, what the fuck, you reading me? Oh, okay, sure, whatever. But now I understand that. But my main point of this is like, if it's going to happen in 4 months, I'd rather deal with it now. If something bad or something weird is going to happen to me, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get it over with. Let's dance. Let's dance. When I had to get back surgery, I looked at it because I did not want to get back surgery. No. But then I sat there and I changed my perspective about it. I'm like, you know what? This could be another aspect of how tough I can find out I really am. You know, going under anesthesia, going under the knife, and having my back split open. It was a 2-hour surgery. They wound up being 5. I wound up being in the hospital for 5 days. And I looked at every process. I'm like, okay, this is making me stronger. This is making me stronger. Okay, what's next? Okay, so now I'm going to have to detox off of opioids. Okay, fun. That took a while for me to embrace, but I finally did it. One day I was just like, I'm done. One day, Chris, you're so strong. You're so no, I just made a fucking decision and I stuck to it. Period. End of story. Game over. There, I'm your coach. I made a decision and I stuck to it. So I'm like, let's go through this. I want to go through the rehab. I want to see how the staples feel getting pulled out of my back. That was not fun. He lied to me. He said he was going to see if they were ready to come out. And then he pulled 30 of them out of my back while I was bent over the table. And I was like, I'm like, okay. Jesus got nailed to the cross. I can handle some staples being pulled out of my back. All right, cool. They're going to heal. It's going to be fine. And guess what? Here I am today, rocking and rolling. It was January 2019. I went through it and I grew through it because tattoo. What doesn't kill me only makes me stronger. For you guys not watching this, listening to this on the podcast, I just showed I have a tattoo on my right forearm that says, what does not kill me makes me stronger. Fuck a tattoo. I put it on my arm to remind me. What do you need to put on your arm to remind you? Do you have kids? Do you want to set the right example for them? Do you want to work on your relationship so you potentially don't get divorced? Do you want to change jobs and be happier so you don't live a life that you have to make so much money from that you could try to buy back time? I heard it today in a Clubhouse room. It was pretty brilliant. Today is a new day. Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos, they couldn't buy back a minute of time with all their money if they had to. You cannot buy back time, ladies and gentlemen. We're all getting older. Time is exponentially going by so much faster now. It's already May. When you think about what we've been through in the last year, what have you learned from that? Have you learned resiliency? Have you learned to become resourceful? Resourceful. What's the leverage that it's going to take for you to get out of the situation that you have built around yourself? Most people, it's going to take getting somebody up their butt. That's why I'm the no excuses coach. That's what I do. I purposely do that because I want to set the example for you guys. I want to set the example. I'm always transparent and very real and honest with you. I am where I'm at today because I constantly push myself. I don't push myself near as hard as I did before because now my definition of success is much different. Before, my definition of success was, what can I get? How much can I have? How good will I look with it? It was more about significance than really true happiness. And so I had to define what happiness was for me and is for me. And it's freedom. Freedom. I want to be able to say what I want, do what I want, when I want, go where I want, and, you know, leave the world a better place for who I am and what I do. That's what I want. So in order to do that, again, in order to be uncommon and unforgettable, you have to do things that are uncomfortable. You have to get outside that quote unquote comfort zone. What is that? What is that? Oh, I don't feel like. Why not just say, you know what? I'm a badass motherfucker and I'm not going to put up with my shit anymore. Mic drop. Another tattoo. In case you guys aren't watching, I have a microphone on the inside of my right arm too that I just dropped. Right? When is it going to stop? When is the insanity going to stop? Well, how many times are you going to try over? I mean, I highly recommend keep going, try this, do over. But at one point, why not just make the promise and the sacrifice and the commitment to go through that, which is most uncomfortable, to get where you want to be? You know, if you've never seen the caterpillar butterfly process, I highly encourage you to go to Amazon.com, you know, unless you're not a fan of them. I personally like having everything delivered to my house. I'm crazy that way. And I know a lot of people don't agree with that, but it's okay right now. So you get what's called a bucket of caterpillars or something like that. And you get like 5 caterpillars in this little bucket, and you get to watch them from little tiny larvae until they grow into caterpillars, and then they build a cocoon, and you know the story. It's an amazing process to watch because we're all going through that similar process. We're all wanting to be that butterfly, right? Like Steve Harvey says in the video Jump. We all want to fly. We all want to soar, but nobody wants to take that fucking step off the lip. It's a long way down, Chris. But look at them all. They're all flying. Oh, they went to Europe. Oh, they're doing those things. Oh, they're following their dreams. Oh, look at that one. He's going down fast. Oh, he pulled up. Oh, that must have been exhilarating. Not scary. That must have been exhilarating. Not scary. It must have been exhilarating. Fear versus excitement. Can you tell me what the difference is? What's the difference between fear and excitement? Your perspective. You're standing in line for a roller coaster. There's a person in front of you shitting bricks. You can smell it. And you're sitting there going, oh my God, I can't wait till we get to the top. And I'm going to hold my hands up like this. And we're going, yeah, we're going to have such a great picture. And the other person's up there. Why am I doing this? What if the track, what if a heroin addict was doing the thing? Who's going to have a better time? Why? The perspective. If you look at life as, okay, as long as I can avoid that, and as long as I don't have to do that, and as long as then I'll be happy, then I'll be safe, and then it'll be all planned out. You're cute. It'll be all planned out, right? Sure. How's that working for you so far? It's not. Well, I'm not done. Okay, well, I'll check in with you another 10, 15 years, and we'll see where you're at. Because trust me, guys, I've done it. I have seen my friends through the years get to certain situations. I'm like, he never switched that behavior. He never switched that. Nope. Oh, it was never your fault. Okay. How's that working for you now? Okay. Now you're alone and bitter and don't have a job. Okay. I'm glad that worked out for you. My point is this, guys, I'm here to call you on your shit. I'm here to do this from my heart. This, all the language I've used, everything I've said, the energy and the passion, that is all from my heart. That's because I care and love about people. And I see people so often that all it is going to take is just for them to make that final commitment, that final promise to themselves like this. Listen, I'm going to start treating myself with a little bit more respect and care and kindness. I'm going to start loving and pouring into myself a little bit more. And I'm going to stop tolerating the things that aren't working for me. I'm going to start pushing myself and challenging myself to grow, perhaps doing 75 hard. You want to do it with me? You want to do it? You want to do it? I'll do it. Shh. My wife doesn't watch this, but I'm trying to convince her to do it with me. She said she never wanted to do it. She's like, I never do that shit. What the fuck? I'm being careful with it because I don't want to push somebody into a situation that they're not going to be able to finish. It is challenging. I will admit this. That one video I was watching today. And you can find my YouTube off my website, ChristopherRausch.com. Go check it out, by the way. It's all new and brand new and nice and shiny. So go check it out. Yeah, it's under 75 hard playlist. But my point is that even she's at this point, we're like, okay, I'm tired of telling myself, no, I don't want to do it. So it's 75 days. And I told her, I said, you're a badass bitch inside of there. I've seen her, man. When she puts her mind to something, there is nothing she can't accomplish. And the same thing is for you. The same thing is for me. Whether it's working out, whatever it might be. For me right now, it is getting over my anxiety of getting to that next level in my career, in my impact with all of you guys, with helphealhumanity.org, which I'm a part of, and getting deeper involved with. We're hiring pillar directors. We're doing a lot more stuff. So my corporate background is coming into play here, which is kind of exciting. So I'm pushing myself to show up more. I'm pushing myself to watch how people are interviewing and be better at it. I'm listening to people on Clubhouse and listening to how they tell stories because I want to tell even better stories. So I'm getting uncomfortable and getting awkward and talking about different things. I come to you guys every week here. We got to push ourselves out of our comfort zone. Again, to be unforgettable and to do all those different things, we have to do what's uncomfortable. We have to push ourselves out of that. So let me just check and see what kind of comments you hear. I didn't want to read the comments because I want to just really pour from my heart and see what was on my mind tonight. So just want to go back there. I thank you. I appreciate you guys being here. I'm not done yet. Christopher Hayward's in the house. He says, good job. I walk 10 minutes every 5 a.m. and a 50-kilometer walk every 8 weeks. Good message. No, thank you, brother, for being here. I appreciate you. Let's see. Robert's saying something about let's see. Monica says, yes, self-care naturally and holistically. And she also goes on to say, and if it's ionized alkaline water, even better. Absolutely. Teresa says here, she goes, that I committed to do, but did it anyway. I might have to go way up. Darlene says, what? No cheat days? Come on, let's do it. It's not, you know what? Honestly, the food part of the 75 hard, there's so many different healthy alternatives to make sweets and to make really good food. I mean, cauliflower pizza with fresh vegetables and everything on it. It's great. It's not a Domino's pizza with beer on a Friday night, but it's still a healthy alternative where you can get that, that enjoyment out of it. I'm lucky. My wife is an amazing cook, amazing chef, whatever you want to call her. She's amazing at preparing that kind of food. So there's so many opportunities, but here's the funny thing. I went 75 days without drinking any alcohol, any soda, basically just water. I mean, literally just water. Because at my coffee, I take sugar. So and the first time I tasted a soda after 75 days, I thought I was drinking battery acid. I mean, sometimes I still do, but it's amazing the things that when we don't put them into our bodies anymore, we don't crave them anymore. Because I used to kind of develop a sweet tooth, but after that, I was like, I don't have a sweet tooth anymore. I'm craving vegetables. I'm craving all these different things because now my body went through a cleanse. Now my body isn't inflamed from eating all this shit and drinking all this stuff because every little bit helps. Every little bit helps. So if you guys are interested in doing 75 hard with me, I'm actually kind of really, I'm going to be honest with you. I hope nobody really does because then I can sit there and say, oh, nobody wants to do it. And I still may do it anyway and just be like, all right, nobody wanted to do it, but here's Chris and he's still going to do it. Who knows? The more I talk about it, the more I think I'm going to do it because again, I don't want to do it. So I should do it because it's going to strengthen me. There's going to be zero negative outcomes from it. Zero. How many positive outcomes can come from not eating shit for 75 days, having clarity, drinking water, reading 10 pages in a personal development book, working out twice a day? Oh my God, Christopher, twice a day. I don't even work out once. Okay. Well, we're going to hustle. I'm just saying, raise your heart rate for 45 minutes every day. So if you're doing laundry and cleaning the house for 45 minutes a day, if you go out and sweep your backyard for 45 minutes a day, if you go out and wash your car for 45 minutes a day, whatever it is that you got to do to raise your heart rate to keep going and do 2 workouts a day, then do it. Because once you start doing it, it's amazing how much stuff you get accomplished. Amazing how much stuff you get accomplished. So those are kind of my thoughts. I want to go look at your comments. So, and please ask me if you have any questions, because as you can tell, I really want this episode of the Raw and Unscripted show for you guys to walk away and really feel inspired. Not just like, oh yeah, I feel good. And, he said some really great things. I want you to stop doing what you're doing if it isn't what it is that is making you happy. Because that's my whole thought process in life is when we start doing things that fulfill our soul's purpose and we operate out of love and less fear. And we start really seeing what we're made of, all the other stuff becomes ridiculous. All the things we get stressed out about, people in traffic, like, okay, so there's traffic. What am I going to do about it? Oh, maybe I'm going to throw on an Audible book and grow and learn. Maybe I'm going to make a phone call and see how somebody's doing. Maybe I'm going to pick up a digital voice recorder and start journaling the book I've been talking about. There's so many different things you could do. You don't have to react to every single thing in your life. Once you start having that confidence and start having that inner peace that you know that you're going to be able to handle whatever comes your way. And in some situations, you may go, bring it. That's the way I'm. If I got to go through stuff, I'm actually thinking about doing ayahuasca, which is a plant-based medicine that causes you to trip the fuck out so that you see shit that you don't see normally. But I'm like, okay, if there's something in my brain, if there's something I'm hiding, I want to figure it out. I'm here on this earth to figure out what I need to learn and learn it as quickly as possible and then teach others. That's what that's about. Let me go back here. Tattoo, connect the dots. Our health, Monica says again, our health is our wealth. Ooh, I got one. Monica says, yes, let's do a 75 hard challenge and hold each other accountable. Have you done it before, Monica? Have you done it? Have you done it? Have you done it? She's like, I want to see Chris do it again. I'm like, I'm just kidding. I'll do it. I want to inspire the shit out of people to do it. So Christopher says, enjoyed this 75 June. I will try. Oh, you want to do this? Yay. I did it by myself last time. I literally did. I decided in one night, it was again the same situation. I knew about this program for so long. And I said I wasn't going to do it. And even this time, I'm like, oh, I'm going to create a program that's not 75 days. It's 69 days because I just like the number 69. Go figure. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to do it 6 days a week and with 1 day as a cheat day because I understand the metabolic situation that if you give yourself a little bit of fun on 1 day, your body doesn't freak out and feel like it's depriving itself. What was it? The guy, the 4 Hour Body, Tim Ferriss. And I actually tried that and it actually really worked. And that when you get to Sunday, you kind of really look forward to it. But my point is this, in that situation is I was trying to adjust something so it'd be more comfortable for me, more enjoyable for me. So yeah, no, doing 75 hard in the summertime, yeah, it's not a big deal. We just do it. And I would just love to inspire so many other people that don't feel like doing it with my candidness because I really don't feel like doing it. But at the same time, I know that the benefits that it will provide me with everything that I'm doing. Tara Murney's in the house. What's up, beautiful? She says, what's up, superstar? I'm on fire, baby. I'm on fire. Yeah, let's do what is uncomfortable in order to become unbelievable. What about that one? Oh, that's a nice one too. We got to do what's uncommon and unforgettable to be unbelievable. I don't know. I'm going to keep playing with all those. She says, what's up? Robert says, I did HIT. I did hit all the goals I had in weightlifting. I loved that structure in my life. Yeah, I mean, there's never been a situation in my life except for once, I think. And the gym and working out for me has always been my spot. You know, even when I wasn't drinking that much, for me, going to the gym was like, oh, like I feel better. I look better. I've got that shit off my chest. I've been inspired by other people in the gym. You know, it's just such a good feeling for me. And I've not been to a physical gym since March of last year. Just got my second vaccine today. And so I'm going to be going back to the gym. Mama said I can go out and play. That's why I got the pots. That's why I got them. I got them because Mama said I could go out and play if I got them. I'm like, all right, if I'm going to be walking zombie, no big deal. Well, I'll be walking zombies together. So I get to go back to the gym. So yes, working out, taking care of yourself. That's what I did before the show. God's honest truth. I am tired. I've been tired all day. I've been talking all day. So I did a quick little workout. I did 15-minute workout. I didn't have any time, but I did 15 minutes. I did 15 minutes superset. And I listened to some cranked up music and I came over here and I was like, let's bring it. I'm going to bring the value tonight. I'm going to bring the heart and the soul to this conversation because that's what we need. I need to wake you guys the fuck up. All of us. So I think Monica came back and said, no, she never done 75 hard. Let's do it. I want you guys to send me a message. Because I'll go back and see this, but send me a private message and let me know if you want to do it June 1st. I figured it out. I think 75 days. So that's right even through the 4th of July. So the 4th of July, no partying, no bad food, no beer. It's all right. It's all good. So I figured it out. 75 hard if we started on June 1st would be ending somewhere around August 14th or so, which is kind of cool because my wife's birthday is August 11th. So, and let me just tell you this, I will create a private Facebook group for us to do this and hold each other accountable and keep us spirited. If I do it, and most likely I will do a video every single day to keep us all inspired. Maybe even jump into that group and just do a live. It's free. It's nothing. You know, Andy Frisella, who created the group or created the program, he doesn't charge for it. So I look at it this way. I want as many people who are committed to saying, yes, I want to do something that's really uncomfortable because I believe in Chris and but more importantly, I believe in myself. It's not, and let me just phrase this too for public record, because since some people are weird, you guys aren't weird. You guys are my misfits for life, but I am not a doctor. I don't play one on TV and all that good stuff. So before you start any workout program or all that stuff, go see a medical professional and make sure it's good for you. But I'm also I'm a fan of the situation of push yourself and figure out where you got to go. And if it happens, then it happens. I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you. Go big or go home. Tape it or race it. My boy Rob would say that. Rob's not in the house tonight. Tape it or race it. Look at this. Tara saying champ. At least I'm a champ and not a chump, right? Teresa says, I am making a lot of strides and I wish I could commit not something that rigid, but with my life, I cannot put that much stress on myself. And that's good. That is good. That is good. and say that without any guilt either. This is not for everybody. That's for damn sure. And I personally don't want anybody to jeopardize their health or their way, anything that could put them in jeopardy. That's not my situation here. I'm not advocating that. I'm just advocating what is your version of that then? How can you take that program for yourself and make a commitment? I talked about making it 69 days, which is not less than 75, which is a little bit less than 75. I thought about doing this. So what can you commit to? Maybe a 75 hard for you is one workout a day for 30 minutes, maybe a half gallon of water, and maybe healthy eating 6 days a week. Can you commit to that for 75 days? I mean, it's a little bit different what we're doing, but there are adjustments that we can do. But the thing is that nobody wants to make the commitment. Nobody wants to commit 7 days a week. When I did 75 hard, it was great for the first time. It's like, oh, I'm doing this and I got this. You get to about day 17. I can't remember. I have these daily pictures. I already tucked them away, but let me see if I can find them real quick. Nah, I'm not going to try to find them. But anyways, like I said, I did a daily picture every day. And there was a couple of days where I was like, and I remember those were the days where I was like, God, I have to work out every single day. But guess what, man, I felt so much better. Some of the days, some of the pictures you can see in the later, and I just purposely said, I'm going to smile for how much I feel good. And I'm going to be like that for how tired I am or how sore I am, because it does challenge you, but you just feel so much better. You just fucking place bets. Matt, geez, I already did it once, dude. Yeah. You want to place bets? Actually, yeah, let's do that. Yeah. Come on, Matt. Come down to LA. No, Matt's a badass motherfucker. I know you can do 75 hard in your sleep. Be like doing a push-up for one arm for 45 minutes. Matt is a hero, a true hero. So thank you, brother. Absolutely, place bets. If I don't make it, then I will make a $1,000 donation to my favorite charity, which is helphealhumanity.org. There you go. Oh, and you want to? Let's just hold the phone right here. Nina Torres is in the house. She says, all this time I thought you were a doctor. LOL. Go for it, Chris. You want to talk about unstoppable, no excuses, getting through shit? Go look back on the interview that I did with Nina a couple weeks ago. Seriously. If you have excuses, if you're like, please go watch that show. It's free. Go watch it. Go watch the show I just did Friday night with Scott, where we had my friend on the unstoppable Tracy Schmidt. Four-way amputee. Jesus Christ. My COVID shots hitting and I'm like, fucking talk. Yeah, go watch the video with Nina. Yeah. I mean, talk about bravery, talk about courage, talk about tenacity, talk about not bitching. She's in like crushing pain and you can't even tell because she's a fighter. She's a fighter. Are you a fighter? What's up? Tara says that's okay. Teresa, and Tracy. Wow. Yeah. And Nina's amazing. Thank you, Tara. Absolutely. So what is it going to be for you guys? I want to wrap this up because quite honestly, I am a little bit tired. I'm going to go down and have my dinner, but I really, truly hope and value each and every one of you walking away with something. And whatever that something is hit me a private message and let me know what it was for you, or let me know where you're stuck. Let me know where I can help you. I can still give you a complimentary coaching session. If you haven't taken advantage of one of those, we can do the coaching session and you can bring one situation to the conversation and I guarantee you walk away with strategies to be able to implement immediately. I was just in a clubhouse room today and somebody was calling out. I took Chris up on his free offer and I walked away with these epiphanies. What do you have to lose? As long as you haven't taken one before, because I'm not giving them away like they're candy, but as long as you haven't taken me up on one before, send me a message and we'll talk. Get the ball rolling. Start putting yourself first. Start taking those risks and no chances. There's people on here on this feed who did that very thing and saw me doing a walk and talk and said, "Hey, I want to connect with that guy." And we had a couple of conversations, and now they're a coaching client and becoming my dear best friend. So there is so many opportunities for us. So let me know how I can help you. Let me know how I can serve you. Let me know what type of topics, what type of guests you want on the show. We're booked out literally until I think almost August now. We have some amazing guests. The people I'm meeting on Clubhouse are just bringing absolute fire and brimstone to the conversation. So I'm excited about that. I'm also excited about our Friday night show, The Unfiltered Experience. This week, we're going to have Earl Amin. We're going to be talking about the systemic racism situation here in our beautiful country. So that'll be a very highly energetic conversation and one that you do not want to miss, because we talk about the solutions. We talk about the root causes of the problem. We don't talk about the superfluous stuff, or how you say that word. All that bullshit. We're going to be talking about real issues of how we can make a change, how we can continue the momentum in this country to bring equality to all and equity to all. I'm Christopher Rausch. I'm your No Excuses coach. I love each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart. If I haven't said this before, please go to www.helphealhumanity.org. Again, www.helphealhumanity.org. Go there. It's the charitable organization that I am now a proud member of the board of directors on. We're growing. We're expanding. If there is a volunteer opportunity for you, Jesus Christ, I fucking sound like I'm drunk. This is weird. I haven't had anything to drink. I'm just really tired. If you want the opportunity to volunteer for an amazing organization or become some sort of active person in the organization, please reach out to me. We are hiring for so many different people. These are non-paid situations, non-paid. They're all volunteer, as I am a volunteer, but we're making a major impact in the world. And this is going to be something you are going to hear about. Helphealhumanity.org. Go there. Meanwhile, guys, I love you. Thank you. Namaste. Thank you so much, Monica. Tara, I love you. She's and Teresa says, yes, that's how we connected. Yes, we did. Thank you. I love you so much. All right, guys, go out there first. Love yourself, right? Make a promise, make a commitment, get first. Sorry. I had a message from my friend on the other one. Get really bent on your excuses and your stupidity. So, go out there and make it a great day. Go out there and make it a great life. Reach out to me. I love you guys. Have a great evening. We'll see you next time on the Raw and Unscripted show. I'm Christopher Rausch.